This game contains a queen sacrifice so beautiful that grandmasters have argued about it for 170 years. It was played by a mathematics teacher against his own student for absolutely nothing. No prize money, no title, no cameras, just two friends, a chessboard, and one of them about to become immortal at the other one's expense. Berlin, 1852. Chess clocks haven't been invented. Ratings don't exist. Opening theory is roughly 11 pages long. You played chess in coffee houses in the afternoon, wearing far too many layers of clothing. And you attacked, always, because defending was considered somewhat rude. White, Adolf Anderssen, mild-mannered maths teacher, kind face, patient with students, at a chessboard, an absolute menace. 1 year earlier he'd played the so-called immortal game, where he gave away both rooks, a bishop and his queen, and still delivered checkmate. Black, Jean Dufresne, Anderssen's friend and student, and a man who wrote chess textbooks. He literally wrote the book. He was about to be in one. It starts politely enough. Kings, pawns, knights, bishops, the Italian game, the small talk of 19th century chess. Nothing suspicious so far. Do not get comfortable. And there it is. Move 4, white shoves the b-pawn forward. The Evans Gambit. Here, take this pawn, free of charge. All I ask in return is your safety, your development, and eventually your king. Dufresne accepts, obviously. In 1852, declining a gambit was considered vaguely insulting. Anderssen opens the center, castles, and Basset, please note, completely ignores the pawn black, just rammed down to d3. He does not care. Materialism is for accountants. Both queens come out early, which every modern coach will tell you is wrong, and every modern coach would have lost this game in 12 moves. Now watch the white pieces gather. Pawn to e5 shoves the queen around. Rook to the e-file. Bishop to a3. That's a sniper taking a rooftop position. And Dufresne, to his credit, he doesn't cower. He hurls his own b-pawn forward. A counter gambit. Both of these men are feeling fantastic about their positions. One of them is wrong. Pieces start trading glances. Anderssen takes the pawn. Dufresne activates his rook. Bishops slide onto long diagonals like gossips at a dinner party. Then the knight leaps to e4. The bishop scoops up that annoying d3 pawn at last, and black's queen slides to h5, eyeing white's king. Make no mistake, Dufresne is building his own attack. This is a knife fight. Knight to f6. Check. It costs a piece. Black's pawn simply takes it, but look what's happened. The pawn cover in front of black's king has been ripped open like wrapping paper. And now black's rook swings to g8, pointing straight at white's king. Both kings are now in mortal danger. 1852, everybody. And now, the move scholars still argue about. Rook to d1. That's it. No capture, no check. A quiet little shuffle, while his knight hangs, while black's queen prowls, while checkmate threats swirl around his own king. It is the chess equivalent of calmly lighting your pipe while the building burns behind you. This move is either the deepest idea of the 19th century or outrageous luck. Possibly both. Because look, Dufresne takes the knight, and now black threatens checkmate. Queen takes g2 next move, game over, and this video would be called Dufresne's Immortal. Anderssen has exactly one turn to justify his entire life philosophy. Rook takes e7, check. Giving away the rook, the knight must take. Quick footnote, modern engines, the professional fun ruiners of our era, have found better defenses for black around here. To which I say, the engines arrived 170 years too late, and nobody invited them. And now, deep breath, queen takes d7, check. Let me be perfectly clear about what is being offered here. The queen, the entire queen, the most powerful piece on the board, handed over for one pawn. The king must take her, and Dufresne, perhaps sensing he's inside history's most elaborate trap, takes. Bishop f5, double check. Both the bishop and the rook behind it hit the king at once, and against double check there is no blocking, no capturing, no clever anything. The king must run. He stumbles to e8. The bishop steps into d7 with another check. The king staggers to f8, out of moves, out of friends, out of 1852 entirely. Bishop takes e7, checkmate. Look at the final picture. Black has his queen, both rooks, a bishop, an entire army, standing around doing absolutely nothing. White mates with 2 bishops and a pawn. It's not just a win, it's a thesis statement. Years later, world champion Wilhelm Steinitz called this the evergreen in Anderssen's laurel wreath, the game that would never wilt. And here's the lovely part. Dufresne kept writing his textbooks and put the game in them. He taught generations of players using his own defeat. Losing one game this beautiful made him immortal too. That is the Evergreen Game. Want to replay it yourself move by move? The Evergreen Game is on our famous games page at mated.gg, along with free game reviews that show you exactly why you lost and a play coach to practice against. No queen sacrifice required.